All right, Coach, just overall, how do you sort of assess the offensive line for, close to 2 weeks into camp now and just, the way things are sort of going?
It's always a work in progress. I think that one special thing about the offensive line unit is that it is a team within a team. We have 5 guys that have to rely on 5 guys. We don't have individual stats. We have group stats. And, you're always trying to make sure you have the best 5 combination in there, as well as have guys who can step in without missing a beat if something should happen. And I think as we're getting along, people are really starting to separate themselves, and younger guys who, you hope they get a chance to redshirt and just get a chance to develop. You get to see them get more acclimated to the college lifestyle and really get a feel for how things are going, how practices are going, and what it means to be out of high school anymore. I think that, looking at this group, we're not where I want us to be, but the thing that they do is they accept every day as a challenge, and they do the best they can, and hopefully that continues to go, because anybody can come out and have one good day, but really good teams and really good offensive lines stack those back to back to back.
We've heard from Coach Helton talk about the line of scrimmage, holding that there, whether it was in Saturday scrimmage or even in practice, is a real challenge right now. I mean, what is it that you're seeing from this group that's got to really improve practicing against this defensive front that, from what we've heard, is, really control?
Well, the great thing about us going against this defense every day is we don't have to face this defense every single week. So I think that our defense being as good as it is and executing the way that they do does nothing but help us. Does it make it be a little more frustrated? Do I have a little more gray hairs? I sure do, but that's part of it. It's a great experience for them to go against Malone and other guys.
Right.
If there was just one thing, that would be easy. But I think just in general, you're just looking for the complete package. And you're looking for the complete package of finish, assignment, making sure that we're running after the ball. So I don't know if there's one thing that I can pinpoint. I think it's just a collective of things because no one ever plays a perfect game.
Yeah.
So one day you might do something really well, and you might lack it in another area. And then it might be flipped the next practice. So I think it's ever evolving, and you just got to continue to accelerate on the things you do well and pick up the things you might individually do poorly.
This being your first year as a specific position coach, what are you learning now coaching these guys?
I'm learning that every kid is different. All right, every kid is absolutely different, and some people need a little more attention. Some people are more visual. Some people are more walkthrough. And as long as you take the approach and have patience and understand that every person understands differently. Now, at a certain point, they need to help you out as well, because you can go ahead and show them the patience of a saint, but at a certain point, they need to start executing what you're teaching them to do. So, patience is definitely key. I think it's probably going to make me a better parent, better husband. But, I love these guys. I'm honored to be their coach, and no place I'd rather be.
And how beneficial has it been that you returned a lot of guys that were starters last year?
Oh, it's you can't express how thankful you are when something like that happens, because you have guys who've been in the fire, guys who have understanding of what it's like to be in a game situation, and to see them just be able to help the young guys along, or if we're replacing somebody or somebody has to fill in, the way that they just take them underneath their wing and don't expect them. They know they don't have to baby them. They're just helping them along because they expect them to come in and just not miss a beat.
Among those guys that are returning, where are you seeing guys really step up as far as rotations go, whether there's 2 guys at tackle or somebody that's playing where Witt would normally be playing right now?
Well, I think the fact that Mason Brooks and PJ Mixon have done an exceptional job just really ramping it up from the spring, and I'm not just saying that because Mason's over there. All right, those guys have came in and they've dedicated themselves through the summertime and through fall camp. Do they make their mistakes? Sure, but again, no one has a perfect game, and they've really come in, they've stepped up, and they're trying to learn the best they can. They're executing the best of their ability. Gunnar Britton, can't say enough for him. He's a jack of all trades, master of none. He just does it all. Hey, go in there. He's like, all right, cool. And obviously we're excited to get T. Witt back and Miles Pate to go from right tackle to left guard and to still play with the demeanor that he does is you can't say enough about these kids. They work their tails off.
Do you see some guys being interchangeable there at positions?
Well, that's how it's got to be.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, I always tell them, I say, hey, the more you can do, the harder it is for them to fire you. So, you always want to make sure the more you can do, as long as you mentally can handle the different positions. I want to be able to play guys at multiple spots because you never know what's going to happen. If there's a bad game and people get dinged, I mean, that's part of football. But if that happens, we got to have answers for it. And so it's better to, kind of go through the growing pains in spring and summer and now in the fall and have guys, make mistakes at different positions. But if it should happen in a game, for them to say, hey, I got this understanding of what I need to be doing, and as long as there's good veteran leadership out there, it'll be fine.
Coach, you're new on campus. What really brought you here, and how are you acclimating to Bowling Green and WKU as a whole?
You know what? This is a great spot. I grew up in a town of 9,500 in Illinois, so this is a big city from what I'm originally grew up to. The opportunity to come run my own room, and Coach Ellis and Coach Helton told me a lot about WKU when we were out at USC together. And I was like, that sounds like a real nice place. And so when this opportunity, I said, unless my wife has lost her mind, I'm there. I called them back 5 minutes later. So to be a part of the history that I knew about, and as I'm here, the more I learn about the history of this program, I'm thrilled and honored to be a part of it.